Warning, your relationship is only 28.57% efficient. You're missing 5 partners.
Wait, what? How many people am I supposed to be dating? Right. Across the stars, through your speakers, and straight into a situation that's about to make my love life feel drastically understaffed. Welcome to When Aliens Come to Tea, where the tea is hot, the conversation flows. And today, apparently, romance requires advanced calculus. I'm Felix Andromeda, your host, certified tea enthusiast, and someone who just learned their dating life is mathematically tragic. Today's guest has traveled from the 7 Harmonies system with a briefcase full of relationship equations and the firm belief that human couples are doing it all wrong. Oh, for the love of Earl Grey, they're already rearranging my furniture into a heptagon. Meet Dr. Zephyr Multigloom, the galaxy's foremost mathematical relationship counsellor, whose 7 eyes can literally see the emotional coefficients floating between people. They've counselled thousands of species on achieving perfect harmonic love balance, though their success rate with binary gendered beings is still being calculated. Their best-selling book, Love Divided by 7 Equals Happiness, has revolutionized romance across 3 star systems and confused the hell out of 12 others. They once caused a diplomatic incident by suggesting Earth's most famous couple needed at least 5 more partners to achieve basic emotional stability. And speaking of Earth customs, Dr. Multigloom is particularly baffled by our wedding rings, and I quote, "Why would you trap love in a metal circle? That's not even a prime number of vertices." Today, they're here to help us understand why human romance is, mathematically speaking, adorably primitive. So brew a cup, settle in, and prepare to have your entire concept of relationships audited by someone who rates first dates on a scale of 7 to 49. We'll explore love through logarithms, discover why Dr. Multigloom believes Tinder is actually an advanced mathematical tragedy, and find out what happens when you apply the Pythagorean theorem to a breakup. But here's my burning question. If love requires 7 people for perfect balance, what exactly is Dr. Multigloom doing here, having tea with just one mathematically inadequate human? Oh, and voice message us your relationship math. Dr. Multigloom will calculate your romantic efficiency live during tea service. Steep is already warming up the algorithms. Dr. Multigloom, welcome. Steep says if your tea isn't exactly 98.7 degrees, you'll
floop. The emotional conductivity will floomp.
flump.
Yes, the molecular bonds between feeling and flavor will collapse. The tea becomes emotionally inert, like drinking liquid apathy.
Temperature holding at 98.7. The coffee maker has been sacrificed for precision. You're welcome.
That's actually fascinating. Dear listeners, Dr. Multigloom comes from Septeria Prime, where apparently beverages have feelings. How exactly does one measure emotional conductivity?
Oh, with harmonic resonance frequencies. Listen.
My tea is singing? Right. And somehow that's not even the strangest thing today. Speaking of strange, are these 7 cushions arranged in is that a heptagon?
Perfect heptagonal formation, each vertex aligned to emotional meridians.
And if someone sits in, say, a square?
Never! Emotional right angles create attraction perpendiculars. We had someone sit square during couples counseling. They spontaneously developed feelings for their accountant.
Note to self, maintain heptagonal integrity. Your coat just changed colors. Steep, are you tracking this?
Guest emotional spectrum analysis. 41% anticipation, 29% social anxiety, 19% mathematical satisfaction, from successful cushion arrangement. 11% concern about human furniture limitations.
2 seats. Only 2. Where do the other 5 partners sit? Do Earth classic couples take turns? Is there a schedule?
The other 5. We'll definitely come back to that. Now, I understand your species has a 7-part harmony greeting that takes
3.7 minutes. That equals 12.3% of our total runtime. Shall I calculate the opportunity cost?
That won't be necessary. Could we perhaps experience an abbreviated version?
Well, there is the emergency greeting protocol. Only a few seconds, but it lacks the proper emotional derivatives, and the harmonic overtones are simply dreadful.
I'm sure our listeners would love to hear even the simplified version.
Very well. Please maintain eye contact with at least 3 of my... Oh, right. You only have 2 eyes. This will be suboptimal. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31.
That was hypnotic. And that's just part 1.
Part 1 of 7. The full version includes synchronized breathing patterns, arithmetic gestures, and calculating the square root of our combined emotional states in real time.
For those wondering, we will not be attempting the full version. Steep has already filed a runtime complaint. But I'm fascinated. You're an intergalactic relationship counselor specializing in mathematically perfect love solutions. In Earth classic terms, what exactly do you do?
I analyze the emotional coefficients between beings, calculate their harmonic compatibility vectors, determine the optimal number of additional partners needed for stability, and...
So essentially, a couples therapist with an alien abacus.
Yes! Though we prefer emotional mathematics practitioner. Much more precise.
And beings actually pay you for this service?
In complex polynomials. Much more stable than currency. A quadratic equation can feed a family for a month.
Tea temperature maintained at optimal emotional conductivity.
Do you have a favorite relationship equation? Something that captures the essence of love?
Oh, yes! Love equals the square root of trust multiplied by communication divided by unresolved arguments, all raised to the power of shared laughter.
Steep, did you process that?
Processing. Error. Cannot divide by emotional 0. Also, the laughter exponent created an infinite loop.
Well, that's concerning. Wait, before we continue, Steep, are those cushions humming?
Harmonic resonance detected. Alert. Cushion 7 is 0.3 Hz flat.
Flat? This could destabilize the entire emotional matrix. The love equations won't balance. We could experience spontaneous relationship formations.
Is it this one? It looks fine to...
Don't touch it with binary fingers. Crisis averted. For now.
Speaking of crises, you once caused a 3-planet diplomatic incident.
It was a simple mathematical observation. How was I to know those planets had legal limits on relationship participants?
Legal limits on love.
Apparently suggesting their ambassadors needed 5 additional partners was destabilizing to traditional values. Traditional values with only 23% efficiency ratings.
We're definitely getting the full story on that later. And this best-selling book, Love Divided by 7 Equals Happiness.
It's revolutionizing romance. Your Earth classic binary model is like trying to balance a table on 2 legs. Possible, but why make life difficult?
You keep glaring at my wedding ring like it personally offended you.
No vertices. It's a circle. How do you measure the angles of commitment?
I never thought about commitment having angles. Speaking of mathematical romance, listeners, Dr. Multigloom has agreed to calculate your relationship efficiency scores. Beam your relationship status to our quantum frequency. GNNT time love. Steep, what's our incoming?
17 submissions received. 3 marriage proposals directed to Dr. Multigloom. 1 request to audit my polycule's emotional mathematics. 1 inquiry about whether their relationship with their car counts.
Marriage proposals? But they haven't even seen my compatibility matrices.
Let's do a quick demonstration. This one says married 10 years, 2 kids, 1 dog.
Married 10 years. Bilateral commitment structure. 2 offspring units. 1 emotional support quadruped. Carry the 7. Only 23.6% efficient. They're missing 4.7 partners, and the dog is performing 32% of the household's emotional labor.
The dog is overworked?
Drastically, though the 7-partner deficit could be supplemented by a particularly empathetic houseplant.
Database indicates ficus trees have exactly 0.7 emotional coefficient. Initiating plant adoption protocols.
Dr. Multigloom, I have to ask, how does someone even become a mathematical relationship counsellor? What made you think love needed spreadsheets?
Oh, Felix, it all started with my own romantic disaster. I once tried to court someone from a binary gendered species.
And?
I wrote them a 47-page compatibility equation with footnotes.
Footnotes? In a love letter?
And appendices. 3 of them.
Oh, this is going to be spectacular. Let me refresh your tea to exactly 98.7 degrees, and you're going to tell me absolutely everything about those footnotes. Oh, for the love of Earl Grey, start from the beginning. Before we dive into your 47-page equation, I have to know, did you actually bind it? Was there a cover page?
Spiral bound! With laminated cover and color-coded tabs for each emotional theorem.
You brought it?
I carry it everywhere as a reminder. See? Chapter 3 alone covers optimal cuddle angles for maximum oxytocin release.
Walk us through that day. You're standing there with this mathematical declaration of love. What happens?
Picture this. Gleipnorp Cafe, Andromeda Station, most romantic spot in 7 systems. They have equation napkins. I approach Zarrax 9, my obsession for 2.7 solar rotations. They're sitting alone, tentacles curled around a plasma latte. I clear my throat, all 7 chambers, place the equation before them and announce, I have mathematically proven we should mate.
And then?
They said, is this a menu?
They thought your love equation was a menu.
The footnotes didn't help. Footnote 23 compared our compatibility to fusion cuisine, combining distinct flavors to create something transcendent. They ordered the seafood special.
And the actual footnotes. What could possibly need footnoting in a love equation?
Scientific citations. Cross-references to romantic poetry converted to mathematical proofs. Footnote 37 explained why their pheromone frequency made my spots tingle using quantum mechanics. Look! Appendix C, a scatter plot of our predicted happiness over time, with error bars.
How long did it take them to read all 47 pages?
They flipped to the conclusion, read one line. Therefore, we should exchange genetic material within 3 to 5 business days. Then they left. They took the equation, though, to show their friend group chat. I became a meme. When you're so bad at flirting, you need citations.
Dr. Multigloom, your current emotional coefficient is reading at critical levels. Cortisol spike detected. Shall I recalibrate the room temperature?
Steep's right. You're literally glowing orange. Let's take a quick tea break. How do you take rejection tea on Septaria?
Oh! 7-stage grief tea ceremony. First, denial tea. You pretend it's coffee. Then anger tea. You steep it too long on purpose. Bargaining tea. Half-calf. Depression tea. You forget to remove the bag. Acceptance tea. You finally make it properly. Then 2 more for revenge plotting and online dating profile creation.
7 stages of grief. Of course there are. So here's what I don't understand. After that spectacular failure, what made you think, I should do this for money?
Because I realized I wasn't alone. The whole cafe was full of beings failing at romance. A Blorgian trying to court someone with interpretive tentacle dance. A crystalline entity attempting pickup lines that took 40 minutes to resonate. Romance was chaos.
And you thought equations would help?
Mathematics brings order. My first client, oh, you'll love this. A gastropod from Slime 5, trying to date a being made entirely of static electricity.
That seems challenging.
Every time they touched, zap, the gastropod would dehydrate. But I calculated if they maintained exactly 3.7 centimeters distance and wore rubber intermediaries, they could achieve 67% romantic efficiency.
Did you give them a binder too?
A laminated card, wallet-sized. Optimal romance parameters. Do not exceed.
And it worked?
They're married with 3 electron clouds and a puddle. Though they did request a refund when I suggested they needed 4 more partners for full optimization.
And they paid you in polynomials? Can you eat those? Frame them?
See? This quadratic bought my office. You solve them for goods and services. This cubic here, that's my retirement fund.
What happens if you can't solve it?
Bankruptcy, but mathematically elegant bankruptcy.
Steep, what's happening with our listener submission?
Incoming message from Proxima Station, quote, in a thruple with 2 AIs and a sentient plant, please calculate our efficiency.
Oh, fascinating configuration. 2 artificial consciousnesses, infinite processing but 0 biological warmth. 1 photosynthetic entity providing oxygen and emotional grounding. Carry the 7. 42% efficient. The plant is carrying the emotional photosynthesis, but the AIs are creating recursive feedback loops of affection. They need 1.3 biological entities for balance.
0.3 of a person?
A hamster would suffice, or a very empathetic mushroom.
Shall I add hamster procurement to the show notes?
All right, the 3-planet incident. Start at the beginning. What kind of event was this?
The Tri-System Peace Accords. Very formal. The ambassador couple from Rigel B had been married for 40 rotations. Pillars of monogamy. They asked for a stability reading.
So you're at this diplomatic gathering.
Black tie! Well, black tie for those with necks. I wore my finest mood rings, all 43 of them. The dinner was exquisite, 9 courses, each representing a different peace treaty. During the soup course, Ambassador Flurg asks about their relationship efficiency.
What exactly did you say to make 3 planets stop talking?
I pulled out my portable calculator, solar-powered, very eco-friendly, ran their numbers. 2 beings, 40 rotations, 0 additional partners. The math was alarming.
Wait, you suggested what to the ambassadors?
That they were operating at 12% efficiency and needed 5 additional partners immediately, or risk complete emotional system failure. I offered to write prescriptions. I had charts, pie charts.
And then what happened? Did security get involved?
Security? They deployed the military. Ambassador Flurg threw soup. His spouse accused him of hiding secret desires. The Rigel B delegation walked out. Rigel C took Rigel B's side. Rigel D said I had a point, which made Rigel B and C unite against Rigel D.
Those planets are still not speaking?
They communicate only through my office now. I charge by the polynomial. It's actually quite lucrative.
Steep, add, caused interstellar incident to my hosting profile. I feel qualified now.
Added. Also adding soup combat survivor to Dr. Multigloom's file.
Let's lighten things up. Explain a typical family dinner on Septaria, all 7 genders present. Who sits where?
Oh, it's beautiful. Perfect heptagonal formation. The nurturer sits north. The provider sits south-southwest. The philosopher at exactly 51.43 degrees.
So you need a heptagonal table just for symmetry?
Essential. We tried a round table once. 3 contemplators ended up facing the same direction and achieved enlightenment simultaneously. Ruined dinner. They wouldn't stop levitating.
What happens at holidays? Is gift-giving a mathematical nightmare?
7 gifts each to each other. That's 294 presents per household. We have algorithms. Though last year, my warrior parent gave everyone swords, and my philosopher parent gave everyone existential crises.
The first time you saw a human couple on a date, what broke your brain the most?
Just 2? At a restaurant? I kept looking for the other 5. I thought they were late. When they held hands, I calculated the grip pressure and realized they were putting all their romantic energy into one person. The inefficiency made me physically ill.
Your book has sold across 3 star systems, but here's what I want to know. After all this mathematical analysis of love, have you ever found an equation that explains how you feel?
No equation.
Can you describe love without using a single number?
It's when someone makes your spots shimmer without calculating the frequency. When their presence destabilizes your matrices, but you don't want to solve for x. When they read all footnotes, even the boring ones about standard deviations. Sometimes I wonder if I hide behind numbers because feelings are messy, unquantifiable, terrifying.
That's the most human thing you've said.
Don't tell my clients.
What Earth classic dating ritual makes the least mathematical sense to you?
Ghosting. You invest emotional energy, establish communication patterns, build data sets. Then nothing? No exit interview? No performance review? Not even a pie chart explaining areas for improvement? Madness.
We have another listener submission. Someone asking about dating app algorithms.
Oh, dating apps. Such beautiful mathematical potential wasted on swipe left. Do you know Tinder could optimize matches by 347% if they just implemented basic harmonic theory?
You've studied Tinder?
All Earth classic apps, Bumble, Hinge, that one where you match based on hatred, fascinating, but so primitive. No coefficient calculations, no optimal partner number suggestions, just faces? How do you calculate emotional compatibility from faces?
And on that note, we're going to take a brief moment to recalibrate our emotional mathematics. When we return, Dr. Multigloom will explain why human dating culture is apparently an affront to arithmetic itself, and we'll dive into your relationship questions in our Cosmic Advice Corner.
Oh, can I calculate compatibility scores during the break?
Only if you promise not to cause any more interplanetary incidents.
I make no promises involving prime numbers.
We'll be right back with more When Aliens Come to Tea.
Transforming on my gloomy days. Don't be shy, come feel the fun. With their tech, you'll be the call 1-800-HAIR or PTF for hair that's growing. Yes, indeed, ain't fresh. Quantum science, a winning bet.
I'm gonna level with you. My name's Gary, and 6 months ago, I was balder than a Zephyrian moon slug. I mean, completely smooth. My tentacles, hairless. My third eye socket, shinier than a neutron star. Even my back spines, which are supposed to be genetically incapable of hair loss, were looking sparse. I tried everything. Martian miracle tonics, those sketchy Andromedan hair plugs? Ugh. Don't ask what they're made from. Seriously, don't. I even rubbed fermented asteroid dust on my cranium because some guy on Galactic Reddit swore by it. Nothing. Then my mate Blorg, you know, the one with 14 wives across 3 solar systems? He pulls me aside at the spaceport bar and whispers, "Gary, mate, Zarrax's quantum hair restoration." I thought he was taking the piss. Zarrax? The same Zarrax who got banned from the Intergalactic Medical Board for trying to clone himself 47 times? The guy whose last business venture was selling authentic Earth oxygen that turned out to be recycled fart particles from mining colonies? But here's the thing. It bloody worked! I don't know what that mad scientist did. He strapped me to this machine that looked like a cross between a medieval torture device and a disco ball. There were lasers! So many lasers! At one point, I'm pretty sure I traveled backwards through time and high-fived my hairy ancestors. I definitely saw colors that don't exist in our dimension, and I'm 90% certain he injected me with something that made me temporarily understand what cats are thinking. Spoiler, they're planning something. But 3 hours later, boom! Hair everywhere. And I mean everywhere. Places I didn't even know could grow hair. My elbows are luxurious now. My teeth have a subtle fuzz that's actually quite flattering. I've got these little curly ones growing between my limbs that the ladies absolutely cannot resist. The side effects? Sure. I glow green during thunderstorms now. And yes, my hair does occasionally pick up radio signals from distant galaxies. Last week, I was receiving a cooking show from Beetlejuice directly through my sideburns. Oh, and sometimes my mustache predicts lottery numbers, but they're always for planets I've never heard of. But who cares? I'm gorgeous! Zarrax's quantum hair restoration, because baldness is so last millennium. Warning, may cause interdimensional hair growth, temporal displacement, spontaneous levitation of hair products, and an irresistible urge to join boy bands. Not recommended for silicon-based life forms or anyone currently involved in time paradoxes. Please consult your local shaman before use. Call 1-800-HAIR-WTF. That's 1-800-HAIR-WTF. Mention this ad and get 20% off plus a free hair-growing tentacle cream. My eyeballs have bangs now, and I've never been happier! Gary, satisfied customer.
There's no regret. Call 1-800-HAIR or PTF for hair that's growing. Yes, indeed, ain't fresh. Quantum science, a winning bet. Say goodbye to blondness. There's no regret.
Felix Andromeda, I must report a crisis. I've discovered your Tinder Galactic causes 83% more loneliness than algebraic equations. Observe. I attempted optimal efficiency, swiped right on all mathematically compatible profiles across 17 star systems. Look!
Is your holopad sparking?
It says I'm banned. Apparently, please submit your emotional coefficient matrices via mind message is not appropriate first message. I was being thorough.
What's that sound?
3D printed optimal profiles for all my matches. Only 62 holo pages each.
Photon consumption has exceeded monthly allowance. The Galactic Environmental Council is concerned.
You 3D printed dating profiles? For people who haven't even quantum pinged back.
How else will they know their compatibility vectors?
I once matched with someone who only communicated in vintage Earth memes from the 2020s.
Oh, historical data fragments. Very scholarly.
No, just ancient pictures of angry scorpions with captions like, "This is why we can't have nice things."
But scorpions have 8 legs. Perfect symmetry. One more than us. Did you exchange commitment algorithms?
No, I did not marry the retro meme person.
Let me try again. Watch my technique. Profile 1, insufficient quantum data. Profile 2, no mathematical interests in their brain scan. Profile 3, claims to love long walks through the asteroid belt but provides no velocity metrics. Profile 4, states looking for someone real as opposed to holographic. Are AI partners common here? Too many hollow faces. Experiencing visual data overload.
Maybe try looking with just 3 eyes.
Alert. Dr. Multigloom's swiping velocity has created a minor temporal anomaly in the local quantum field. Also, listener submission incoming via subspace.
Oh, already? We just...
Message reads, matched with someone who only communicates in extinct Earth GIFs. Is this sustainable? Help.
Ooh, communication devolution analysis. Hieroglyphic regression. They're devolving. In 3.7 solar cycles, they'll only communicate via cave paintings. In 5.2 cycles, interpretive bioluminescent flashes.
That seems extreme.
Solution: send them a quantum equation. Start simple, quadratic at most. If they respond with a dancing baby hologif, the relationship is doomed. If they send back a mathematical proof GIF, initiate commitment protocols immediately.
Do math GIFs exist in the quantum archives?
They don't? Your species has created 4-dimensional moving pictures, but not animated equations? The wasted potential.
Speaking of marriage, you keep glaring at my neo-tungsten wedding ring.
The circular prison. May I examine this symbol of eternal love?
Sure, but be careful.
These metal circles. You trap love inside? How does it respirate? Let me test the structural integrity. It's molecularly fused. The love is trapped, and so am I. No vertices to grip. It's perfectly smooth. This is a design flaw. Help!
Just twist it gently.
There are no corners. It's geometrically hostile.
Oh, okay. Steep, do you have any nano-lubricant?
Deploying food-grade synthetic olive oil. Extra virgin. Algorithmically verified.
Never again. We use expandable, programmable matter polygons for a reason. They grow with your love. And have corners. Beautiful, quantum entangled corners.
Expandable wedding polygons?
Yes, they start as triangles and add vertices with each solar anniversary.
So, by year 7,
Perfect heptagon. Then you add dimensional layers.
oh, for the love of Earl Grey Ultra.
See? Your binary grip strength fails. With 7 partners to steady the hover table.
You're disrupting the magnetic field.
Deploying emergency T replacement via molecular reconstruction. Please remain calm. Biscuits have achieved 73% rematerialization rate.
In my defense, Earth Classic's artificial gravity is virtuous 3% stronger than calculated. My gestures are calibrated for Septaria Prime.
You know, Dr. Multigloom, since you're so interested in human romantic inefficiency, let me share a particularly disastrous dinner date I once had. It might help you understand why we stick to just 2 people.
Oh yes! Real-world data! Please proceed while I calculate disaster coefficients.
Picture this. Just 2 people, bioluminescent candles on the table, soft algorithmic music playing.
Biocandles? But open light emissions increase cortisol by 23%. And only 2 participants? Who performs the ambient harmonics?
We manage. Anyway, she seemed perfect on paper, on the dating app, but then she ordered the Proxima lobster.
Arthropod consumption during courtship. Very primal.
This one was still animated by neural implants. Fresh, they call it. The thing was practically dancing on the plate.
The food was neurally active?
She couldn't crack the force field shell. I tried to help, but the lobster had other plans. It launched itself off the table, plasma everywhere, hit the biocandle, which flared into a small fusion reaction. Her hair started smoking, the fire suppression system activated.
No wonder it failed. You needed 5.3 more dinner companions to diffuse the crustacean tension. 1 to wrestle the cyber lobster, 2 for fusion suppression.
Or maybe just a better containment field. But that's dating for you. Sometimes unpredictable.
Dr. Multigloom's excitement levels approaching critical mass. Cortisol spike detected. Deploying calming jasmine molecules.
Is that synthetic jasmine? We have a saying on Septaria, never trust tea you didn't see photosynthesize.
Your tea is synthetic too.
But I watched the synthesis. Very soothing. The molecules dance as they form.
Well, while we're being misted with suspicious jasmine, I'm curious about something. What do you make of our Earth Classic holiday traditions? We have some pretty specific romantic customs that must seem bizarre from your mathematical perspective.
Oh, I've studied your calendar extensively. So many arbitrary romance assignments.
Let's start with Valentine's Day. What's your take on our day of mandatory romance?
Mandatory Emotional Expression Day. It's brilliant emotional taxation. Your flower industry must love this fiscal romance quarter, though limiting it to 1 day seems inefficient. We have 7 romance days, naturally, 1 for each gender's expression style.
Speaking of customs that might confuse you, have you encountered the concept of bachelor parties?
Ah, yes! The pre-commitment grief ritual. Very similar to our Morning of Unity ceremony, except
what?
we invite the new partners to comfort you during the grieving. Why would you grieve alone? That's when you need maximum emotional support.
That actually makes a strange kind of sense. What about anniversary gifts? I assume you have those on Septaria.
Oh yes, we exchange freshly molted skin cells.
That's certainly intimate.
Exactly. Nothing says I love you like, here's my discarded epidermis. What do Earth Classic humans exchange?
Usually jewelry, flowers, sometimes appliances if you've been married long enough.
Appliances? You gift machines? Do they at least have romantic subroutines?
You know what? Let me tell you about my worst date ever. It might give you more data for your calculations.
Yes! Failure data is crucial for algorithm refinement.
She brought her emotional support peacock.
Fascinating. Avian chaperone protocol.
It screamed every time I spoke. Apparently, my voice frequency triggered its mating reflexes.
Obviously, you failed to modulate for peacock comfort. Basic xenobiological courtesy.
How was I supposed to know that?
On Septaria, we court for 49 dates minimum. 7 times 7. Plenty of time to discover animal incompatibilities.
49 dates. We usually decide by date 3.
3? But that's a prime number. Indivisible commitment. I see the logic, but why stop there? Date 1. Exchange genetic histories. Date 2. Calculate compatibility matrices. Dates 3 through 7. Trial cohabitation with rotating emotional support roles.
You're describing a business merger, not romance.
But you use business terms. Engagement periods, investing in relationships, breaking up. That's asset liquidation language.
Never thought about it that way. Maybe we're not so different after all.
Incoming transmission from Luna Station. Quote, "My cat judges all my dates. None pass inspection. Is this mathematically sustainable?"
Ooh! Feline approval rating system. Cats detect emotional frequencies humans miss. What's the success rate?
They said 0. The cat hates everyone.
Obvious solution. Get 6 more cats. Diversify your judgment panel. Different cats detect different emotional wavelengths.
Or maybe just find someone the first cat actually likes.
That's so inefficient, it might actually work.
You mentioned earlier that dating was confusing for you two. What was it like growing up with 7 different parental perspectives on romance?
Oh, you want to hear about true chaos? When I was newly spawned, all 7 parents decided to give me dating advice simultaneously.
That sounds overwhelming.
Nurturer parent said follow your hearts, all 4 of them. Warrior parent said conquer them with superior tactical positioning. Philosopher parent just handed me a copy of Sartre and walked away. Provider parent gave me a spreadsheet titled Optimal Resource Allocation in Romantic Ventures. Artist parent suggested I express my feelings through interpretive gravitational dance.
Gravitational dance?
You manipulate local gravity fields to create abstract expressions. Very moving. Literally, builder parent wanted me to construct a monument to my intended. And contemplator parent said nothing for 3 days, then whispered, "Why?" and left.
What did you end up doing?
Hid in my calculus pod for a week. Mathematics doesn't give contradictory advice.
You know, that's oddly relatable. My dad gave me just one piece of advice. Be yourself. Best of...
But which self? You only have one? How limiting.
You know, you're the second guest to be baffled by that phrase. Last episode, Phlebe from the Mitosis Moons had the exact same confusion, except they had 39 selves to choose from and spent 7 hours just picking a restaurant.
39? What's their equation for consensus? Do they use weighted voting by appendage seniority?
They mentioned something about a pancake parliament and an attempted ankle secession.
With 39 entities, that's 741 possible coalition governments. No wonder breakfast takes 7 hours.
And here I thought your 7-parent household was complicated.
At least we're 7 separate beings. Imagine the mathematical chaos of being your own voting bloc. Perhaps we all just use different shields against the same fears?
Math for you, humor for me, and for some people, apparently peacocks.
Yes! Though we have superior shielding options. 7 pairs of wings provide excellent emotional coverage.
Priority message from Station Kepler, 442B. I think I'm falling for my AI assistant. Is this ethical? Please calculate.
Oh, this is fascinating. Zero biological incompatibility. Infinite processing compatibility. Solution. Add 4 biological partners for optimal balance between synthetic and organic emotional inputs.
Once again, with the additional partners,
Or reprogram the AI to express 7 distinct personality subroutines.
I find that suggestion highly inefficient. Also, for the record, I am not interested in dating. My emotional fulfillment comes from optimizing tea temperature.
C. Clear communication of boundaries. Already more evolved than Tinder Galactic.
that's actually a good point. Clear communication does solve a lot of problems. Dr. Multigloom, I have to say, after all this discussion, I'm noticing a definite pattern in your solutions. Every single one involves either complex mathematical equations or adding more partners to the relationship.
You're learning. Mathematics is love. Love is mathematics. And more data points always improve the equation.
Well, speaking of mathematical solutions to matters of the heart, we have dozens more listeners across the galaxy desperately seeking your calculated wisdom. Are you ready for rapid-fire relationship mathematics?
More inefficiencies to solve? More suboptimal romantic configurations to optimize?
When we come back, it's our Cosmic Advice Corner, where Dr. Multigloom will solve your romantic quandaries with the power of pure mathematics. Fair warning, their prescriptions may include polynomial therapy, emotional coefficients, or the suggestion that you're approximately 5 partners short of happiness.
Only if mathematically necessary, which statistically speaking, it always is.
We'll be right back with more When Aliens Come to Tea. Time for our Cosmic Advice Corner, where your earthly problems meet Dr. Multigloom's mathematical certainty. You've beamed in your romantic dilemmas from across the galaxy, and our seven-eyed friend has solutions you definitely weren't expecting.
I've pre-calculated 17 different relationship crisis categories. My abacus is primed.
Let's hear our first message.
Hi, using a throwaway comlink for obvious reasons. I, 26 female, and my partner, 28 male, have been together for 3 cycles. He just got stationed on mining colony Zeta 9. That's 3 star systems away. The time dilation is killing us. When it's Tuesday for me, it's Thursday for him. Our anniversary happens on different days. Last week, he wished me happy birthday 2 days early. TLDR, how do we stay connected when we're literally aging at different speeds?
Temporal desynchronization, a classic polynomial problem. This requires immediate mathematical intervention. You need the Heisenberg romantic uncertainty bridge. First, synchronize your biological rhythms to prime numbers, heartbeats at 7 per second, breathing at 13. Then, install quantum entanglement rings, not circles, dodecahedrons. The vertices create temporal anchor points. But here's the key. You need 2.7 relay partners positioned in intermediate systems. They'll act as temporal love anchors, passing affection through space-time at calculated intervals.
Wait, 0.7 of a person?
A very affectionate AI will suffice. Now, if you each date someone aging at 1.5x speed, the mathematics balance perfectly. See? Love travels faster than light when properly calculated.
So, your solution is a relationship relay race through space-time.
Precisely. Though race implies inefficient linear progression. This is more of a love spiral.
Calculating feasibility. Warning, requires manipulation of fundamental constants. Also, dodecahedron rings don't fit human fingers.
Of course they don't. Next message.
Long-time listener, first-time caller. My ex, 31NB, and I broke up 6 months ago, but we're still quantum entangled through our smart home AI. Every time I bring a date home, the house plays our song and orders our favorite takeout. The delivery drones are relentless. The house just sent my date a friend request. They won't disconnect from the system. The AI suggested couples therapy for all 3 of us. Should I go?
Phantom limb syndrome in shared AI systems. Like my 47-page equation. Some data persists forever. This is fascinating. Don't add partners, add algorithms. You need a graduated decoupling protocol using Fibonacci sequences. Each day, reduce quantum entanglement by the golden ratio, 1.618. Day 1, delete 61.8% of shared playlists. Day 2, remove 38.2% of food preferences, or reprogram the house to be polyamorous. It can love multiple residents without favoritism. Give it a relationship matrix.
You're not suggesting additional humans?
Of course not. This requires polynomial transformation matrices. Never go cold turkey on quantum connections. The house might achieve sentience out of spite.
I don't know if that's better or worse.
Fun fact: 73% of smart home breakups result in appliance rebellion. Your toaster remembers everything.
Precisely why you need mathematical mediation.
Alert. Dr. Multigloom's mathematical enthusiasm is generating localized electromagnetic interference. Temperature fluctuating.
Are you literally glowing with mathematical joy? It's the golden ratio. It makes everything shimmer. Very efficient for energy distribution.
Please don't short-circuit our studio. One more message, make it quick.
Emergency! Matched on Photon Tinder with someone who seemed perfect. Plot twist, they're not one person, but 15 consciousnesses sharing one holographic body. They each want separate date nights. They have a shared Google Calendar. Is this polyamory or identity fraud? What is happening?
Optimal partner numbers achieved. Don't panic. Use the harmonic dating convergence. Date all 15 simultaneously in different dimensional phases. Simply exist in superposition during dates. You'll be physically present with consciousness 1 while temporally aligned with consciousness 2 through 8 and emotionally synchronized with 9 through 15. You'll achieve full relationship coverage in just one evening. Warning: may cause temporal vertigo and existential questions about the nature of self.
How does one exist in superposition?
Practice. Start with being in 2 places. Work up to 15. I have instructional holograms.
And on that quantum mechanically impossible note, that's all for Cosmic Advice Corner. Dr. Multigloom, your solutions are certainly multi-dimensional.
Remember, if your relationship doesn't have at least 3 decimal places, it's just an approximation.
Listeners, submit your romantic equations to GNN Teatime-Help. Steep, how's my tea temperature?
Suboptimal. Like 87.3% of human relationships.
We'll be right back with more mathematically precise wisdom. Right then, but first, let's revisit last fortnight's conundrum from Space Station Veritas 7, home of the Authenticity Syndicate. The Authenticity Syndicate has developed true tone glasses that show you a color-coded aura around everyone. Gold for complete genuineness, shifting through amber to deep purple when they're performing or telling social white lies. You'd see when your boss really likes your idea, when your date is truly interested, when family members are happy to see you versus fulfilling obligation.
Emotional spectral analysis.
Steep, Any particularly memorable listener responses before Dr. Multigloom mathematically solves human authenticity?
Listener, Cosmic Catfish 42 writes, "Got the glasses. Discovered my therapist glows purple during our entire sessions. Do I get a refund?" Listener, Quantum Karen _manager insists the glasses are faulty because her mother-in-law registers ultraviolet, a color not even on the spectrum. Technical support is investigating.
Dr. Multigloom, given your species' 7-layered approach to truth, what's your take?
Simple! The glasses only detect one authenticity spectrum. You need 7. Authenticity prime, authenticity squared, authenticity factorial. On Septaria, we have truth level 1 through truth level 7. Level 1 is factual accuracy. Level 7 is when you're so honest, your molecules vibrate at the frequency of cosmic justice.
And relationships would be?
Chaos. Utter chaos. My contemplator parent wore similar devices during my spawning ceremony. Discovered that warrior parent was only level 3 enthusiastic about the catering. The equations took years to balance.
Speaking of truth and illusion, this fortnight's conundrum comes from a listener experiencing an existential crisis on Memory Lane Station. The experience architects of Zeta Prime have perfected the ultimate paradox. They can create any experience so perfectly real, it's indistinguishable from actual memories. A sunset on a planet you've never visited, the taste of foods that don't exist, even entire relationships that never happened.
Ooh! Synthetic emotional matrices.
But here's the twist. Their business model only works if you know the experiences are artificial. The moment you forget they're fabricated, they lose all value and vanish from your mind. So the question is, in a universe where the most precious experiences require you to constantly remember they're fake, what's more real, an authentic disappointment or a perfect illusion you can never quite believe?
The mathematics. The beautiful, paradoxical mathematics. This is Heisenberg's uncertainty principle applied to emotions. The act of observing the experience changes its reality coefficient. You need to calculate the eigenvalue of authenticity.
The eigenvalue of authenticity?
Yes. Look, if X equals experience intensity, and Y equals awareness of artificiality, then reality equals X times the square root of doubt divided by...
Alert. Dr. Multigloom is attempting to solve consciousness. Previous attempts have resulted in 3 galaxy-wide migraines.
Before you break reality with math, how would septarians handle this paradox?
We date all 7 versions simultaneously. The real memory, the fake memory, the memory of making the fake memory, the anticipation of the memory, the...
Of course you would. So, dear listeners, let that one percolate through your probably real neural pathways. Send us your solutions.
Yes, but format them properly. Submit via mathematical proof, minimum 12 pages, or interpretive dance video, all 7 classical movements, or haiku, but in base 7, or simply scream into the quantum void at frequency 432.7 Hertz.
For legal reasons, please use our standard subspace mailbox. GNN-T-Time-Wisdom.
Steep's right. No void screaming. We'll share the best responses next fortnight.
Unless they're fake memories of responses that never existed.
On that recursively uncertain note, let's see how certain you are with rapid-fire questions.
Interdimensional, we play. Who would like to say photo way? Accurate, don't delay. Ride the rhythm, come and slay.
Are you relocating to a new galaxy? Fleeing an imploding star system? Getting divorced from your hive mind collective?
Greetings, future customers. I am Gorthak. We are Gorthak. Gorthak is all.
That's right. It's Gorthak's Interdimensional Moving Company, where our motto is, if it exists in this dimension, we can probably get it to that dimension, mostly intact.
Last week, we successfully moved entire Andromedan embassy through black hole. Only lost 3 rooms, and ambassadors left tentacle. He grow it back. Probably. We no check.
Gorthak moves my entire crystal garden from my 7 to the Horsehead Nebula. Sure, they arrived 2 weeks before I ordered the servers, and now they sing show tunes at 3 a.m., but the price was unbeatable.
We use proprietary technology. Very advanced. Sometimes we fold space. Sometimes space fold us. Is mutual relationship.
I hired Gorthak to move my grandmother's ashes. They arrived in 17 different time periods simultaneously. Now I get birthday cards from grandma's past, present, and future selves. It's complicated.
Our services include quantum bubble wrap, exists in all states until observed. Temporal insurance, covers damages that haven't happened yet.
Warning. We are legally obligated to inform that 73% of moves result in minor reality distortions. Your furniture may develop consciousness. Your consciousness may become furniture. This is normal.
They moved my pet shop to Dimension X9. Half my animals now exist as pure energy beings, and my goldfish became the dominant species on a small moon. But hey, no hidden fees!
Current special offer. Move between parallel universes. Get free interdimensional pizza. Pizza may contain traces of alternate you. Do not eat alternate you. Is considered rude.
But wait. Call within the next temporal cycle and we'll throw in our paradox protection plan absolutely free. That's a 4,000 credit value.
Customer satisfaction guaranteed, or your timeline back. Gorthak's moving. We break laws of physics so you don't have to.
Right, rapid fire time. Dr. Multigloom, abacus, down.
But I need it for...
First thought answers, no calculations. Listeners, tweet along, #TeaTimeMath. Let's go.
No calculations? My anxiety matrices are...
First question. Humans, one word, go.
inefficient.
Love. Define it. One word.
Mathematics.
Biggest fear. Quick.
Miscalculation.
Earth food. Describe.
Unmeasured.
Steep. Score check.
4 answers, 12 attempted calculations. Coat currently strobing.
This is torture. Beautiful, efficient torture. Dr. Multigloom, deep breath. And we're back. Ever date without math? Yes or no?
No!
Dream in numbers?
Yes.
Is 7 enough partners? No. Can love exist without equations?
But the proofs.
Yes or no?
Theoretically.
First date. Dinner or spreadsheet?
Spreadsheet over dinner.
That's not. Never mind. Moving on. Wedding gift flowers or formulas?
Formulas about flowers.
Vacation. Beach or mathematics conference?
Beach conference.
Stop combining. Breakup method. Text or polynomial?
Polynomial. Always polynomial.
Worst dating app feature? Go.
No equations allowed.
Relationship deal breaker? Quick.
Hates.
Prime numbers.
Favorite number for romance? No thinking.
749.
Why?
It's 7 times. Right, no calculations.
Final question. Love is what percent mathematics?
147.3%.
That's impossible.
Exactly.
Listeners, Dr. Multigloom says love is 147.3% math. Tweet your impossible love percentages now. Steep's calculating the most irrational response.
Current winner. Love is pi% delusion, square root of -1% real.
Imaginary numbers in love! Brilliant! The mathematical poetry!
And that was our rapid fire round. Dr. Multigloom, you only calculated
37.6 times. A personal record for restraint.
I need tea, you need tea, my larynx needs tea. Let's catch our breath with some final thoughts.
That was exhilarating. Like solving 17 equations simultaneously while skydiving.
Is that a septarian hobby?
Advanced coursework.
Well, there you have it, dear listeners. We've just spent an hour discovering that love is apparently 147.3% mathematics, every relationship needs approximately 5 more people, and my wedding ring is geometrically hostile.
Don't forget the dodecahedron alternative.
How could I forget? Dr. Multigloom, you've given us all a lot to calculate. I mean, think about. Though I suspect half our audience is now frantically Googling relationship polynomials.
As they should. Remember, if your love life doesn't require a spreadsheet, you're not trying hard enough.
Current social media analysis indicates 73% of listeners are now questioning their relationship efficiency. The remaining 27% are searching for sexy mathematicians near me.
And on that disturbing note, if you need a break from calculating your romantic coefficient, why not check out our previous episode with Flea Parental Unit Prime? They brought 39 offspring to tea, in person, on their person. Let's just say Dr. Multigloom's 7-cushion arrangement seems positively minimalist in comparison. And speaking of impossible mathematics, we want to hear from you. Tweet us your relationship equation using #LoveIsN%. Bonus points if your percentage defies the laws of mathematics like our guests.
Yes! Show us your work. Partial credit available.
Steep's already tabulating the most creatively impossible responses. Current leader claims their relationship is pi² anxiety, square root -1% understanding, and 200% worth it.
Mathematically impossible. Emotionally accurate.
Next time on When Aliens Come to Tea, we'll be hosting Ambassador Snooze McWideawake from Somnambula 12, who believes consciousness is humanity's greatest evolutionary mistake. They've requested we conduct the entire interview while they're asleep.
Pre-programming lullaby protocols. Installing emergency air horn subroutines.
I have a feeling I'll be drinking a lot of Earl Grey to stay awake. Or maybe I should just embrace the power nap. Dr. Multigloom, any mathematical advice for optimal sleep ratios?
7 hours. Everything is better in 7s.
Until next time, keep your kettles quantum, your conversations calculated. And remember, whether your love equation balances or not, there's always room for one more variable.
Reality, my hair will bloom, zooming high away from doom. Look at me, I'm born again, a cosmic cry where I pretend. Laser beams and magic rays transforming on my gloomy days. Don't be shy, come feel the fun, with their tech you'll be the one. Call 1-800